I'm John Wilson, the editor of Books and Culture. I'm here to talk with Larry Whywoody, one of the preeminent American writers of our time. He's won many awards. He's the author of 5 novels, several books of essays and memoirs, poetry. He's the poet laureate of North Dakota. And he's just published a book of essays with Crossway, Words Made Fresh. In this book, are you speaking to something that is widely amiss in our culture today?
Well, I feel I am. I feel there's a lack of place or homelessness, you might call it also, in people's lives, especially in perhaps the younger generation. And I think if you don't have a place in your life, you're going to miss the essentials, say, of family, of friendships, of relationships. Texting doesn't quite do it. As I tell my students, it's not really a text, it's an image of a text. It's that far removed. And further, it seems to me there's a present desire for eternality of some sort, or being in another world. And I think that's why there's such a preponderance now of popular novels about vampires and werewolves and so forth. Just think about it. They live forever, unless they get the silver spike or whatever. And even if they're dead and crawl up out of the grave, they're the undead now. And it seems to me that desire is at the heart of many young people. And I guess I'm presenting the counterbalance to that. I'm saying there is an eternality, but it comes to us from another source. And that source is infinite and eternal. And I address that in these essays. But the essays also speak to those who know literary lights like John Updike and John Gardner and Wendell Berry, but they also speak to cultural issues. And then they speak directly, I hope, to the Christian community. So I hope that both sides will enter the dialogue, and I want to try to initiate that dialogue, I guess, with this book of essays.
Thanks, Larry. The book is Words Made Fresh from Crossway by Larry Whywoody.